Think of the mist-covered hills of Scotland, a land of breathtaking beauty, but also a place where ancient secrets and chilling tales are whispered on the wind. Some of these stories are so strange, so unsettling, that they make even the bravest tourist think twice. Welcome, everyone, to a journey into the heart of Scotland's most mysterious legends. We're not just talking about Nessie today. We're diving deeper into the folklore that has haunted the glens and lochs for centuries. These are the tales that locals know well, the ones that add a shiver to the stunning scenery. From spectral pipers whose music signals doom to the eerie being nigh washing the clothes of those about to die, Scotland is a treasure trove of ghostly lore. So, grab a warm drink, settle in, and prepare to explore the stories that make Scotland one of the most haunted countries on Earth. Are you ready to face the fear? Let's begin with one of Scotland's most formidable castles, Glamis Castle. This place isn't just old, it's steeped in tragedy and mystery. The most famous legend is that of the monster of Glamis. The story goes that in the 19th century, a terribly deformed heir to the family fortune was born. Instead of acknowledging him, the family allegedly locked him away in a secret, hidden chamber within the castle walls. He supposedly lived his entire life in that room, a secret prisoner, his existence known only to the Earl and his heir. Some say his ghost, a shadowy, lumbering figure, still roams the castle, forever trapped. Imagine walking through those grand halls, knowing that somewhere, behind a stone wall, a secret room might still hold the sad spirit of the forgotten heir. It's a chilling thought that turns a historical tour into a potential ghostly encounter. But the monster isn't the only spirit at Glamis. There's also the Grey Lady, believed to be the ghost of Lady Joanna Douglas. She was accused of witchcraft by King James V, who had a bitter feud with her family, and was tragically burned at the stake in 1537. Her tormented spirit is said to wander the castle-esque clock tower and family chapel, a constant, sorrowful presence. Visitors and staff have reported seeing a misty gray figure, feeling sudden drops in temperature, and hearing unexplained footsteps. Her story is a heartbreaking reminder of the castle's brutal past, and her ghost serves as a permanent, spectral resident who has never left her home. Now, let's journey from the stone walls of a castle to the windswept expanse of Culloden Moor. On April 16, 1746, this field was the site of the final, bloody battle of the Jacobite Rising. In less than an hour, thousands of Highland warriors were cut down. The defeat was so absolute, so brutal, that it effectively destroyed the Highland clan system forever. It's a place of profound sadness, and it's said that the echoes of the day have never faded. On the anniversary of the battle, visitors have reported hearing the clash of steel, the screams of the dying, and the skirl of war pipes carried on the wind. Some even claim to have seen ghostly figures of tartan-clad Highlanders rising from the moor, replaying their final, desperate moments. It is no wonder many tourists feel an overwhelming sense of sorrow and dread when they walk across this historic, haunted ground. Beyond the battlefield itself, the local folklore speaks of the Great Scream. Legends say that on the anniversary of the battle, a collective, agonizing scream can be heard echoing across the moor. At the exact time the fighting was at its most fierce, it's described as the sound of 1,000 men crying out in their final moments. Furthermore, the memorial stones that mark the graves of the clans are said to be particularly active. People often leave flowers, but many report feeling an unseen hand brush against them or hearing faint whispers in Gaelic near the stones, as if the spirits of the fallen are acknowledging the gesture. It's a deeply moving and unnerving experience, a direct link to the pain and loss that permeates the very soil of Culloden. Let's travel now to the Isle of Skye, an island known for its dramatic landscapes and fairy tale-like scenery. But beneath its beauty lies a darker folklore, particularly centered around the Old Man of Storr. This towering, jagged rock formation is a landmark, but local legends connect it to giants and ancient, powerful forces. However, it's the A87 road near Sligaken that has a more modern and frankly terrifying ghost story. For decades, drivers have reported a terrifying encounter with a phantom car. The tale is always the same. A pair of headlights appears, racing directly towards them. The driver swerves to avoid a head-on collision, only to look in their rearview mirror and find the road completely empty. No car, no crash, nothing. This ghost car of sky has been reported so many times that it has become a genuine warning for nighttime travelers. Imagine driving on a dark, winding road, miles from anywhere, and having to face down a vehicle that isn't even there. The theories behind this phantom vehicle are as spooky as the encounter itself. Some believe it as the ghost of a driver who met a tragic end on the very stretch of road, doomed to forever repeat their final, fatal journey. Others link it to older folklore, suggesting it's not a car at all, but a modern form of a hellhound or some other supernatural harbinger of doom, adapted for our age of technology. Whatever its origin, the sheer number of consistent reports from sober, credible witnesses makes this one of Scotland's most unsettling modern myths. It's a stark reminder that even in today's world, the old, strange magic of the Highlands can find new ways to make its presence felt, turning a scenic drive into a heart-pounding brush with the unknown. Finally, we can't talk about Scottish fears without mentioning the Kelpies. These aren't the majestic, sculptural horses you see by the motorway. In traditional folklore, a Kelpie is a malevolent, shape-shifting water spirit that haunts Scotland's lochs and rivers. It most often appears as a beautiful, tame horse, standing peacefully by the water's edge, sometimes with a bridle and saddle already on. It looks so inviting, especially to a weary traveler or curious child. But this is a deadly trap. Anyone who touches the Kelpie or attempts to ride it becomes instantly stuck fast to its magical, adhesive hide. Once it has its victim, the Kelpie gallops into the deepest part of the water, dragging the helpless person down to a watery grave. The only thing left behind is a ripple on the surface. This tale was told to children for centuries to keep them away from dangerous waters. A terrifying boogeyman lurking just beneath the placid surface of the loch. The horror of the Kelpie legend is in its deceptive nature. It preys on innocence and trust. Some stories even say the Kelpie can take the form of a handsome man to lure young women to their doom. One of the most famous locations associated with these creatures is Loch Coralisk, also on the Isle of Skye, a remote and foreboding body of water surrounded by the dark Quillan Mountains. Its isolation and deep, black waters make it the perfect lair for such a creature. The Kelpie represents the hidden dangers of the beautiful Scottish landscape. It's a powerful symbol that reminds us that in this ancient land, beauty and peril are often intertwined, and what looks like a gentle friend might just be a monster in disguise. From phantom cars to monstrous water horses and the sad ghosts of castles and battlefields, the folklore of Scotland is as rich and deep as its lochs. These stories do more than just scare tourists. They connect the present to a long and often brutal past, keeping the memories of forgotten souls alive. What do you think? Are these just stories? Or is there something more lurking in the Scottish mist? Let me know your favorite Scottish legend in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this spooky tour of Scotland. If you enjoyed uncovering these chilling tales and want to explore more hidden histories and mysterious legends from around the world, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us bring more of these stories to light. Stay curious, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next adventure.